Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video, we are looking at my 10 favorite figures of 2025. I'll probably end up having a few extra, but this is my list, not based on quality, though of course I can't really separate quality from what I enjoy to a large degree, but the things I enjoy are not necessarily the things I say are the best quality products. I guess is the best way I'm saying it, is it's not the same list as the top 10 best figures. These are my favorite ones. It's a different list. There's going to be a lot of overlap, but it is a different list, and you guys seem to like my favorite list too, so I'm going to do it. It's purely subjective here. These are just things I enjoy the most. Some of it is based on quality, some of it is based on characters and execution of that character and that kind of stuff, but some of you are even going to get mad at some of these things. I know you will. At least one of them, I know someone's going to be mad at me about it, but I don't care, it's my list, so let's get into it, starting with a couple of honorable mentions. Kind of like the best list, I have the InArt Arkham Origins Batman as an honorable mention, simply because it's not really out yet, so I can't put it on the list, but also, I don't know if I want to put it higher. My problem with this figure, even though I love this suit design and I love what they did overall, the freaking knees. I don't even care about the scale personally that much, like I definitely want it to be smaller. But just on a personal level, the knees bother me so much that I couldn't put him higher up on the list, and he didn't come out yet officially, so maybe by the time he officially comes out, they fix those knees and I can get him at the number 1 spot, but for right now, he's sitting back here. He's on the bench. The second honorable mention I want to talk about is the MDLX Jazz from 3.0. Now, I really enjoy this line. I think they do give you quite a lot for your money in terms of quality. I don't know that Jazz is the best example out there, but it's a good release from them for sure, and I enjoyed it a lot, so I wanted to make sure it got on the list. But given that they're not cheap, they're not super expensive either, they're not flame toys, but it's kind of expensive and probably, like I said, it's not their best work. It's good enough. I still really enjoyed it, but I didn't feel great putting it any higher on the list due to the price. But yeah, if you're not familiar with this line, you get a lot for your money in terms of the detail of the sculpt, and the articulation's pretty good, and I think you could definitely find something to enjoy, even on their lesser releases. This is somewhere probably in the top quartile, but not at the very top. Now, let's get into the actual list with number 10, Maximum Spider-Man. The Spider-Man that I'm just such a hater about, because it's a Hasbro product. No, the thing is, I hate a lot of things about it. I hate the wide hips, I hate the accessories, I hate the price, I hate that they screwed up the webbing, I hate that it's not sculpted better. I hate all those things, but I do still really enjoy the figure. It's still a really solid Spider-Man, and if you saw my top 10 Marvel Legends list, I put him on that list relatively high. And maybe very high, I can't remember, but people are fighting in the comments about, I can't believe you put that on there, it's blah blah blah. You said it's the best Spider-Man at 1/12 scale. Yeah, I think it might be. It's all kinds of problematic too, but it still might be the best one. It poses better than Mafex for sure. The Mafex figure has better finish, and definitely better accessories, but the Mafex figure also has articulation problems that keep it from being able to pose as well. It also has some proportioning issues and weird sculpt issues where I don't like the heads that are on there and things like that. So yeah, I think the Maximum Spider-Man might be the best 1/12 scale Spider-Man overall. I don't know, but that's what I think it might be. Alright, coming in at number 9, we have the Storm Collectibles Zangief for Zangief, and I have no personal connection to this character at all, but this figure just looks so good, I wanted to put him on here. I really enjoy it. The thing I don't like would be the cloth parts, the soft goods. I don't think they needed to be there on this guy, but damn does this figure look nice. Even in subtle, basic poses, it looks so good. It just stands out on the shelf, and I like Street Fighter a lot, so I'm happy to have more good Street Fighter figures, so yeah, he had to go on here, but I don't have much more to say other than they just really nailed the sculpt and the paint looks phenomenal. Coming in at number 8, probably something you guys might have thought would be higher up on the list, is the LPZZ Arkham Knight Batman, which did make a couple other lists, I think, or maybe at least one list. I don't remember how many lists I've made now. It's a really good figure. I love almost everything about it. I don't like the way they did the cape, and it peeves me so much to have to finagle with that cape. But yes, it's a really good Batman figure. I happen to like the Arkham Knight Batman suit. I don't like it the most, so it doesn't win any bonus points there for me. I think the Origin suit is even nicer looking, but they haven't made one yet. And it's not the 7.34 or whatever, 4.3, I don't know. Whatever that other suit is at the beginning of the game, I prefer that. So that's why he's not higher on the list. Like, it doesn't appeal to me personally in this suit in any particular way, and the cape issue bugs me. But yeah, it's a great figure. Okay, then coming in at number 7, we have the Jada, Vega, and Sagat. And I have these guys on the list because I think they are probably Jada's best overall figures. I think Vega wins maybe because he hides his face with the mask, at least. With the other head you don't, but he looks really good even if he's a little bit stocky and square, but he poses really well, and they did a good job executing this one. I think they nailed it. Maybe the sash around his waist is a little questionable, but it's still a really, really good figure. And then same thing for Sagat, excellent release, maybe the best one they have, and after seeing the Storm Arena Sagat, he might even beat that one out for me. I don't know, but their Sagat is really nice, the Jada one. The face doesn't have as much of a cartoony vibe to it as some of the other all the other Street Fighter figures, so that helps win me some points too, or win him some points from me. But yeah, he poses really nice, and he has that size and looks good, and there's not much more you could want from an action figure for that price point, but he is still a little plasticky and has some questionable issues, so that's that for him. Okay, coming in at number 6, we have the Mafex Weapon X, or whatever, AOA Wolverine. And you might say recency bias, but it's not that. It's that I hate this character design, and I still loved the figure. The thing that they produced, it's just really darn good. The way they made it, whatever they did, it appealed to me. The different variations and finishes, the suit's like semi-glossy and the skin is flat, and the way they did the face and the hair, it all just looks so good. And the shiny silver for the nubbin, whatever you call it, you know, it's a really good looking figure of a design I hate, but they actually made me like the design with it, so I had to give him some bonus points there. He also poses really well, and he's surprisingly photogenic, so yeah, I was shocked that I enjoyed that figure. I thought I was going to hate it, but I really, really liked it, and so I couldn't not put it on the list. Like, maybe there's some recency bias, but it's still solid as heck. And coming in at number 5, we have another Wolverine. It's the Hasbro Marvel Legends Marvel vs. Capcom Wolverine, which I think is arguably the best Marvel Legends figure ever. It's definitely the most fun looking one. It's the most source accurate one. It's the most that gives you the right feel when you look at it by matching the source material in a comic-y way rather than like a bunch of potatoes stuffed in tube socks sort of way. It looks great. If you can get one of the newer releases, the knees match, so can't even fault that. Really, the only downside on this guy is he doesn't have a toe hinge or a shin swivel, and I personally don't care too much about either of those. Like, maybe I would prefer them, but the figure is really great in every other way, other than I guess the 2-pack nature of him too, which kind of blows. But some people actually want the Silver Samurai, so you may have some luck in buying him loose or selling the Silver Samurai later, but still, this Wolverine, the best, most fun Wolverine figure I have in my collection right now. Alright, coming in at number 4, I have the Sexy Ice Unkfall Eliminator. This list is lining up very similarly to the best list, but it's not the same. I don't know which one you guys have seen first or not, but it's not exactly the same, but it is close. I can't help it. They made a lot of good figures that I happen to really like this year, and this figure is just too much fun to pose, and it came with a big hammer. I love hammers as weapons for action figures. They're fun. And it just looks so good. I love the sculpt. I love the styling. It's something that I would have designed if I had that idea. Like, the way they designed it in terms of engineering and the actual character design, like the concept of it, I love it. I love everything about it. The paint scheme's nice. There's nothing to not like about this figure other than like the minor things I brought up in my review. Obviously, you know, it could be better in a few ways, but in terms of a fun action figure to put on your shelf, if you don't care about the IP in particular, it's hard to do better than this. But we're going to do better than this with the next 3 things, I guess. So coming in at number 3, we have Storm Collectibles Blanco, one of the best looking figures in my collection, I think, in terms of like not robots and things like that, because it's hard to compete against those in terms of detail. But this thing is just sculpted so well, and it comes with that giant effect part, and it matches the character reasonably well. Like, yeah, the hairline's off a little bit, but it looks so damn good. And it poses surprisingly well too. Like, maybe it could be a little bit better, but I think you'd have to start sacrificing some of the aesthetic there, and I don't want to do that. I think they nailed the balance. I think Storm is really hitting their stride with their collectibles line, which is funny because their arena line is also killing it. So I guess that's good for Storm all the way around, and it's good for us as long as they keep releasing products. So hopefully they do that. All right, coming in at number 2, we have the 3.0 DLX Optimus Primal, particularly the repainted Beast Wars version with the exclusive parts, but you don't really need those if you can't get those. Don't feel too bad. This figure is just beautiful. I was not expecting it. Again, you could say recency bias, but I had the original release since it came out, the all gray and brown and black version, the movie colors. It's a good figure still, but it bored me to death, so I didn't even review it, and I didn't really enjoy it because it was just so bland and blah. And when this came out, I thought, well, okay, the colors are going to make it better, but I'm still not going to care. But I cared a lot. Not only the colors, but the extra accessories. They really make this thing stand out. It's a super fun figure to look at. It's a super fun figure to handle too, because even though it's a little finicky here and there, it poses surprisingly well. This thing poses better than like every Spider-Man action figure I have, in most poses anyway, not every direction, but it's really, really, really good. And it has a light up feature, and it has cool accessories. So yeah, this is like maybe my favorite 3.0 figure right now, and I have all the way up to premium figures from them, so it should tell you something. It's pretty darn good. And then lastly, number 1 on my favorite figure of the year list, we have the Storm Arena Ryu, or you can put Ken in there if you want to. I just don't think you could do better than this. I don't think anybody's gotten the right balance of value per dollar compared to this. This is the new benchmark, I think, for everything, which is not fair. And that's why my reviews haven't really included, like, okay, every Hasbro product now is terrible because they cost more than these did originally. They don't now, of course, but still, even at $30, you cannot beat these. The way they're designed, the way they're executed, the accessories they come with, other than the fat hands, it's just impossible to do better than this, at least on a regular basis. Like maybe something else Storm puts out, like maybe Akuma will be even better than Ryu, I don't know, but like that's on a technicality. Like in terms of the average general line characteristics, this line is the best. You cannot do better than this. There's still room for improvement, like I said before, with like Ryu's knees being mismatched and that kind of stuff, but still, it's such an incredible line that even if you're not a Street Fighter person, you really need to pick up something from, well, Jada 2 for that matter, but especially the Storm Arena line, just to see how good an action figure can be at a reasonable price. And these guys are just the perfect example for that. Okay, guys, that's it. That's my top 10 favorite figures list of 2025. Let me know what you thought about it. Do you hate everything I said? Do you like everything I said? I don't know. Do you guys even want me to do a favorite figure list? I know there's a lot of overlap with the best figure lists because I'm the same person making them. But I tried to make the best figure list based strictly on quality. And I tried to base this one on personal preference. But unfortunately, as my nature of being a reviewer, there's a lot of overlap. So let me know how you guys feel about that. But let me know also what your 10 favorite figures are, or 5, or whatever you want to do. What did you guys think about the things that came out this year and the things on my list? So put that in the comment section below. We'll talk about it down there. And I have to go make more lists. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this one, stick around. I have more coming, and I will see you in the next one.